Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now today is Sunday, so you know what that means. We're going around the net with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance. So on the docket for today, we have a few interesting stories. We have BILT Rewards with a new partnership. We have a rumor about Capital One and some more refreshes. And of course, the most surprising story of the week is about a debit card. Yes, a debit card, but it is contributing to my 5% everything strategy. So we will close with the new PayPal news as well. So of course, if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, we'll lead off with American Express, and everyone knows how I feel about American Express, but this time is more so about their car rental service. So American Express has been sending out surveys, seeing how folks would feel about certain changes. We'll put this on screen. This one came to the doctor from the good doctors, most things do, but American Express, if you're unaware, they offer premium car rental insurance. It costs about either $20 or $25 per car rental period, up to about 40 days, I think, give or take. So the survey was asking folks if they're changing to an annual option that would cost $50 annually. That was basically the question they were asking folks. So would you want to pay per rental, or would you want to pay annually? And as I can imagine, people would likely be very split on this. If you rent a ton of cars, well, then obviously, you want annually. If you don't, well, then you've rented less than two, then, yes, you would want to keep it as is. I know they say premium, but it's still a bit interesting because this is the one thing where Chase does win on. I mean, there's a lot that I think Chase wins on, even though they're a little bit overrated these days, in my opinion. But the insurances of the Sapphire Preferred for $95 is primary collision damage waiver, which means you don't have to put down your own insurance. You don't have to buy the car rental company's insurance. So you get that for $95. Just the coverage amounts are a little bit different, preferred to reserve. But when you think about it, for $95 card and one that has a hotel credit that, yes, you have to go through the travel portal for, but I did a whole video on it, and it's actually almost a year ago. It's actually easy to use. This is one of American Express's biggest weaknesses. Now, I know we've broken this down before, and the primary CDW is a network benefit, a Visa network benefit that you see on Visa Infinite. So the Reserve, the Venture X, the U.S. Bank Reserve is an Infinite. HSBC has one as well. So you don't see a ton of infinites, but they're out there, right? But American Express being their own payment network, they could clearly add this. I mean, anyone could add this, right? There are insurance providers these companies could call and partner with, and they'd be happy to partner with them on it. So this is one of those weird shortcomings from American Express. Like, what do you mean? Like, for $700, I don't get primary CDW, but I do on a $95 annual fee card over here, even a $550 card over there if you want to make it a little bit more even of a comparison. So I mean, who's really to say what's going to come? They're surveys, right? We've seen a fair amount of surveys come out. We had one about Southwest last time. So surveys are still good, though, because they can still let us know what the company is whiteboarding or workshopping, and the fact that they're still getting voice of the customer is good. So Southwest at least gave people 1,000 points. This one didn't have any points that I saw. So, I don't have a strong opinion on it, more so than I think it's a major weakness when you compare the two flagship cards, and like Amex should really look for the price to be matching that CDW that the Visa Infinites have. So anyways, there you go. Now, someone who's trying to match, at least internally their design is Capital One. New rumor coming out that Capital One is going to be refreshing the cards. We've heard about the potential new card incoming as well as potential high offers. Then we have the Capital One Quicksilver card get refreshed. Now is a rumor that, they're going to refresh the rest of the line, the card art, I should say. It seems like the card art to match everything else. The good doctor had this as well, as he does have most things. So there's not really much here, but this is hardly an I told you so, or hardly we called it, because the Quicksilver design always did match the Saver design, right? There were two different colorways, but the little swirly design matched. So when they switched to Quicksilver, we assume they're going to at some point switch the Saver to a more gradient style. It does kind of fit some of the cards in the Spark line, or not so much gradient, but those kind of fit. So sometimes card refreshes help. I was talking to a few folks. He said, she said, I guess a little bit, but a few folks in the Discord who were who have like city bankers, if you will, and then, the city bankers are saying, the Premier, the Strata Premier is performing really well for them, which is funny because it's the exact same card that's existed for so long, which new card art, and the bonus isn't even the high bonus that we've ever seen. All that to say, sometimes refreshes do work. There's Apple, and not just Apple, what other companies are notorious for this? The mid-cycle refresh on the iPhone was always like, I don't know, here's a new color, dip it in red, whatever. Here you go. So it works. I mean, so I do think card art does matter, and it's fun to talk about. So we'll keep an eye on that. Of course, we're far more interested in this new product and the high intro offers. Not that it'll ever approve me for them, but that's what we're most interested in. But continuity and design language do count for something. Now, moving on to BILT Rewards, who's had an interesting track, record. They give, they take, they give, they take. They're doing a lot more taking, it seems, as of late. But now they're giving you something back, and that is a new partnership with Walgreens. So here's what you're getting for this Walgreens partnership. Compliments of the press release. I pulled out the main parts here. So there are 3. So automatic FSA, HSA savings. Members can shop at Walgreens using any linked debit or credit card in their BILT account. BILT's innovative system automatically identifies FSA or HSA eligibility items and offers a one-click solution to apply the benefit. This feature simplifies healthcare shopping by removing these hassles. That's actually not that bad as someone who has a HSA through their employer as well. Like, that's actually kind of convenient. Enhanced rewards, probably the ones you most care about. BILT members earn 1x BILT points on Walgreens purchases, 2x points on Walgreens branded items, and 100 BILT points on prescription refills, subject to certain exclusions, of course. So the 1x, not too much to write home about. Again, 2x, I don't know, it could be helpful. And then complimentary photo prints are coming soon. So if you are taking a lot of photos, that I could see that kind of coming in handy for a select few people. There are more people going back to those old school point and shoot cameras again. So that could be something. The 2x is probably the one people care about the most. More of a CVS person, we're being honest, but that's because I pass more CVS's than Walgreens, right? I don't really have that strong an opinion on them. But 2x on the one hand is like, well, whatever, double cash, not a big deal, active cash. But because BILT points turn into, cool travel points that people like, I do think there's a little bit of a help there. So if you like BILT and you're looking to earn some extra points, given, they just capped rent day a while back, then I guess it could be something. Again, anytime a partnership adds something, it doesn't cost any more, I'm not going to be down about it. If someone benefits from it, fantastic. And if they don't, well, then it didn't cost you anything. So let us know down below. But unfortunately, there's probably no gift card scams or anything like that to be had here. Walgreens also made a credit card at one point. Don't think it went too well for them. So here you go. Now, on to not a credit card, but a debit card. And this one, it's fun because, a lot of things we see coming, or we heard about, rumors, this, that, and the other. But this one, I didn't see coming. I didn't hear any rumors. It just showed up. And that is PayPal with a debit card that is now going to earn 5% back on a few categories. So let's take a look at this. They did send out an email. I'll put it on screen, the one that I got, because I do have it, of course. But PayPal's debit card, as we said, it's 5x back on a category of your choice. It is capped at $1,000 in spend per month, but still it's like $50. Category can be changed each month, which is a lot nicer than a lot of the cards that lock you in for a quarter. The categories are going to be groceries, gas and EV charging, clothing, health and beauty, and dining. Now the terms do specify the gift card purchases won't count. Is that enforced? Is it not? All of them kind of say you're not supposed to buy cash equivalents, so who's know? I'm sure someone will test it. I think these categories are pretty good. The fact that you can change them monthly is really good. These are some of the heavy-hitting categories. Honestly, we don't know what counts as clothing and health and beauty. That'll be the one people have to play around with, as well as groceries. Groceries can be a little touchy sometimes too, but people are definitely looking for a Walmart replacement card. And right now, the best one, I think, is the AAA Daily Advantage, which does code Walmart as groceries if you buy it in the store at self-checkout, I think. So we'll just have to test it and see. Now, myself, I did have a PayPal debit card, of course, and I added it to the wall. I got cards just falling out of here thing. You probably would have just believed me, right? I don't know if I really needed to do this, but I'm committed to the bid at this point. And so there you go. I added the PayPal card in my 5% list. Now, it's funny enough, it's kind of I'm not going to complain. None of these categories really help me at the moment, but the idea is that you could pick one of those categories and I could free up, let's say I use the custom cash for gas, right? I have 2 custom caches. I use one for gas. Well, I could use the PayPal card for gas now and switch over my custom caches to something else. So I don't really have any concerns about using a debit card per se. I think it's fine, really. I mean, whatever. It's fine. You can also reload your PayPal balance and do it that way. I think you can link a checking account as well. Originally, this seemed like it was a targeted deal, but I had the debit card. I had it because I thought we needed it for some other PayPal feature. It turns out we didn't. But anyhow, when I went into my PayPal account, it was right there to pick my category, and there you go. So you can, of course, open an account. I think there's a referral. Someone sent me a referral, like if you open one, you get like $10 or something. Nothing crazy, but I'll look into it, and if I have a link, I'll put it down below. I might write up a blog post about it, put it down below where you can get a little bit of something, and someone else can get to, maybe me if I have one, or this channel member who told me. I gotta look, but yeah, I should have looked before this, but it's just coming to me now. So anyhow, final thoughts on this. I think it's really cool that they're doing this. I think another 5% no annual fee card with some powerhouse categories is really good and gonna help a lot of people. There's no way this doesn't get nerfed. I mean, no one's done the 5% debit card yet. There's going to be a reason for it, right? So I'm interested as to why they're doing it. PayPal has a track record of having good features that end up getting nerfed because either, we take advantage or the banks and the lenders don't care for them, right? For example, PayPal Bill Pay, which allows you to pay bills, with PayPal. You can link your credit card and pay bills. Not your credit card, sorry, but you can pay from a debit card, right, or something, your checking account, but you can pay credit card bills, which has helped, a lot of us hit debit card minimum spends on the second channel, run on the bank. There's a Blue Vine bonus going on right now where you need to spend $2,000 a month on the debit card. So I put that in my PayPal Bill Pay and pay $2,000 a month, $2,000 to my credit cards, effectively not losing any points. But Chase cards are no longer found in there anymore. So Chase probably phoned up and said, "We don't want this. We don't want you masking the payment or what have you. Just get rid of us." And they did. There was another one as well. The PayPal had, I'm blanking on the name, but they managed to let you put your credit card in and it would turn your credit card into a MasterCard or something, and that got nerfed as well. So all I'd say, I wouldn't get too comfortable with this, but if you don't have one, I would definitely get one. And at the time, I don't think I'd get anything for it if you do. Again, we might have a link. I'll try to find it for you. But I think it's worth it. I think it's a good move. I like it. So we'll just see how long it lasts and, be happy it happened, not sad it's over, as they say. So good job, PayPal, and we hope that more will follow suit. But somehow I don't think so. But that's fine. One more 5% card in the wallet is always fantastic. So anyways, guys, that's been it for the news. So, of course, if you liked it, drop me a thumbs up down below. If you found it particularly interesting, consider subscribing to the channel, as we're posting content just like this every single week. Of course, we're right back here every Sunday with all the news you can use in the week that wasn't credit and finance. And, of course, every single day over on ProfitableContent.com. That's the channel's blog. We have a lot of news stories just like this. We have plenty of bank promotions, and I know we have links for. Of course, we have credit card offers if those are more your thing, or you want that and PayPal. We got all it for you over there. Always linked down below for you and on the channel homepage. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon in the next one.